June. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming today to remember my dad and to attend his janaza prayer. Um, I'm the second born of my dad. Yep, I'm the second born of my dad. We're five kids, three boys and two girls. And, I moved to the U.S. I work there for Amazon as a senior technical program manager in cryptography. I'm going to read out an eulogy that my siblings have put together as well about our dad. It's going to be short. So here we go. So today we remember a man whose life was a reflection of grace, humility, and devotion. Professor Dr. Nazir Ahmed Suhair, a father, a teacher, and a soul of rare kindness. He was a man who lived gently upon this earth, so gentle, in fact, that he would not even harm an ant. His heart overflowed with compassion, and his faith was unshakable. And just to give you a glimpse into a day in his life, he would wake up at 3 a.m. every day, for as long as we know, and pray Salatul Tahajjud, then read the Holy Quran, and then wait for Salatul Fajr, and then, that's how he would start his day, and, he would never miss any prayers. He read the Holy Quran a lot, end to end, many times. Like, whenever you found him sitting, he would be reciting the Holy Quran, alhamdulillah. He fasted every week on Monday and Thursday, in addition to the obligatory fasting. And he taught us everything with the will of Allah. His integrity was a light that guided those around him. He worked tirelessly, never seeking praise, only striving to do what was right. From him we learned humility, the value of hard work, and the beauty of treating every person with equality and respect. He taught not only through his words, but through his quiet example. He was a quiet man. He showed us that true greatness lies in kindness. He was very kind. Though our hearts ache with his absence, we are comforted by the knowledge that this gentle soul, my dad, rests in the mercy of Allah. May Allah forgive his shortcomings, illuminate his grave, and grant him the highest place in Jannatul Firdaus. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor Badru Katerika, the Dean of Deans, Kampala University, His Excellency Mr. Mohammad Wazir Hassan, Ambassador of Pakistan, family members of Dr. Professor Suhair Ahmed, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. God bless you all. I'm here on behalf of Pakistan community in Uganda. We are here together to give respect to Dr. Professor Suhair Ahmed. Dr. Professor Suhair Ahmed was a very nice person. I met him through my best friend, Mustafa. Mustafa and I were students in the same school. That was Old Kampala Senior Secondary School. So we got connected with Dr. Professor Suhair Ahmed through him, and we became very, very good friends, family friends. If I'm to start counting the qualities of Dr. Professor Suhair Ahmed, it would become night, and we don't have that much time. So let's just talk about his main quality. The main quality of Professor Dr. Suhair Ahmed was that he dedicated his life to the education and guidance of Ugandan students. When he was getting into the older age, his son Mustafa would tell him that, "Dad, you're old. Come here, come to America, enjoy the privileges of a developed country, enjoy facilities, enjoy your life, enjoy your retirement. We have done everything. You don't have to worry about anything. Just come and relax." Do you know what Professor Dr. Suhair Ahmed would say? He would say, "What will make of my Ugandan children? Who will teach them?" So he was such a great person, such a great soul, and he's no longer with us. I would like to take this chance to thank Kampala University on behalf of Pakistan community in Uganda, that they have done a great and tremendous job to hold a grand funeral for Dr. Professor Suhair Ahmed. Pakistan community in Uganda is a helpful community. We do our best to help people in Uganda to the best of our abilities. We have formed eye hospitals that treat people free of cost. We have formed hospitals. We have formed, we give rations to people. We distribute rations. We have distributed sewing machine to widows who could not take care of their families. And we dug boreholes for people who could not access water in the outer skirts of Uganda, where there is a water shortage. So we, as Pakistan community of Uganda, we welcome Kampala University, that if in life they have any need or any help, they need any help, we shall help them best to our capacity, and we shall welcome them with the open arms. And I'm a great, great fan of Professor Dr. Badru Katerega. Professor Dr. Badru Katerega was a great supporter of my father till he was alive. My father used to write books and used to always encourage my father to write those books. He was like, "No, you write the books." So at this short notice, I would like to end my speech. Long live Pakistan, long live Uganda, and long live Pakistan and Uganda friendship. Thank you.
إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون خير الناس من ينفع الناس المسلم من سلم المسلمون من لسانه ويده. Honorable Chief Mourner, Dean of the University, professors, Vice Chancellors, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Brother Mustafa, the bereaved family member present here, Deans of faculties, various faculties, students from Jinja, friends, colleagues of Professor Dr. Nazir Ahmed Suhail. Good morning. I would like to say a dua for him. Allahumma aghfir lahu warhamhu wa la tu'adhibhu wa'afihi wa'afu anhu. May Allah bless his soul in peace, in Jannatul Firdaus. Ameen. I don't have anything to say, but still I have to say something that touched my heart, and that is contribution of Professor Nazir to this part of the world in the realm of education, knowledge, light, guidance. And also I would like to thank the university, its leadership, general people who were associated with him during his long life, long stay here in Uganda and in East Africa, as Professor Suleiman was just informing us about his coming from Pakistan around 40, 50 years back, 1973. And then since then he was here to spread knowledge, affection, love. So this whole journey is not an easy task. We may be sitting in our homes, in our cities, in Gaba, but we do not know those who are separated from their hometown. Just imagine a professor in this age who came all along thousands of miles away, and he settled in a completely different environment, but he lives happily with the people. So this is not an easy, task. Saying is very easy, but leading a life is very difficult. I must contribute that Professor Nazir is a real beacon of knowledge. He is the one who was contributing to spreading the light of knowledge, and it is the light of prophethood, because in Hadith we hear that khayrun nas, the best of the people, man yanfa'u nas, the one who is best for the people. So I think he is one of the best for the good of the people of this area, of this entire region. I never met him. I wished I could meet him, but because of various reasons, I couldn't. I visited the embassy, Kampala University, but I couldn't avail the opportunity to meet. And Professor Nazir is a true hero, not only for Pakistan, but it is for Uganda as well. He sacrificed his life for the students of this area. We are here to remember him. We are remembering him in good faith, with sincerity of heart. And that is the witness that we are giving before the God, before our Creator. So I think the one who goes with such a eulogy, with such a praise, we hope he will have a good abode after this world. This is the path that everyone has to go. We are not, he is not alone in this path. كل نفس ذائقة الموت. Every living thing has to test the test of death. But we need to think what we or I am contributing to these people, to this world. That is important. See, and that is why the best of mankind, the best of people is the one who is the best for people in all terms, in every aspect. And that is why al-Muslimu, a Muslim is the one, an obedient person is the one from whose tongue and his hands people get benefits. So I think he is going with a very big reward. He has just left behind. His students, his writings, if you go and scroll, the contribution that he made in the field of science, IT, computer science, information technology, I think you would see that he has done a great job, not only for this university or country, I think for the entire humanity. He was the author, he was the writer of many good articles, good essays on specific topics. The topics which are currently, you see, in currency everywhere, information technology. In every aspect of the information technology is roaming across around artificial intelligence, internet, information technology, e-learning. So I think he has done a lot. He contributed for the, he was created for a purpose, and he performed that, and then he went leaving a treasure behind him for the benefit of us all. So it is a lesson for us as well, that how we can lead a life that is useful for others. Every one of us needs to think over this. And I must congratulate the chief mourner and the family members that you have got an angel. He performed well. He left behind a legacy, and then he was taken back. You see, so I think we are grateful to him, Professor Nazir Ahmed, and we need to salute his contribution. I don't have so many words of praise for him, but what I said from my heart. And today we are standing with our heads tall, that we can speak a few words, good words about him. So in my eyes, he is not a person, he is not a professor, but I think he was an ambassador. He was an ambassador of connecting societies, countries, Pakistan, East Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, Nairobi, Kenya. See, so many people, so many societies. So he was the bond of friendship, brotherhood, you see. So he was representing Pakistan here, but he was also representing East Africa back home. So he has very good family members behind him. So they will go back wherever they are, but with a very good promise from you all that you are going to say goodbye to a foreigner. So his head would be tall in front of his friends, in front of his relatives, and even in front of the 250 million Pakistani people. This is not an easy thing that to do. So I must congratulate you for the respect that you are giving to a foreigner. Your hearts are larger. Your respect has no bonds. Your streets are open for every man and woman from Pakistan. So large-heartedness, hospitality, affection and love, all these things are there to shine you all. So I think this is, you see, when I say from my heart. I do not make any artificial statement before you, but this is the reality that I am telling you. So you just listen to my friend. You see, if I just close my eyes and listen to him, I wouldn't say that he's a Pakistani. Why? Because his accent is Ugandan. Where he learned this? Here. So this friendship, I pray for this friendship to continue forever. You won our hearts, and definitely this love will not go unattended. We respect you, we regard you as our brothers, and I must salute the university, the colleagues, relatives, friends, professors, faculty members, everyone who is here or those who are not around. So everyone is contributing to give respect to this man of words, man of, you see, who has left some legacy, I think. So
our Chief Mona, Professor Badru Dongo Katerega, and our Vice Chancellor, our the dignitaries, the ambassadors, our distinguished guests on this occasion, our university management, dear colleagues, our alumni, and our students, I salute you. Before me are my colleagues, the news that we serve, Dean of ICT who replaces Professor Suhair, my Dean Mourns, Arts and Fine Art and Design, my Dean, Honorable Dr. Ntwatwa, Public School of Health Sciences, my representative for the Dean, School of Busonsa, my Professor, Dr. Binenwa, School of Graduate School, and those absent in absentia. Professor Suhair joined us in 2004 and were raised to the state of the Dean, one of the senior ranking officers in the profession. Professor Suhair sealed the gap of knowledge in areas of information technology and information science. He was one of the key founders of the department, and he has seen the department grow from himself, just an individual, to a great number of staff in the department, which is now the full school. He has seen students rising from few to now many students in all over 5 campuses. And so we salute the works of his. In 2015, Professor Suhair was awarded by our Professor Katerega on the 12th March 2015 Kampala University awarded him by the Board of Trustees and the Council, Senate, and the Management Board, presented the Best Performing Dean Award to Professor Dr. Nazir Ahmed Suhair. He deserves a clap in absentia. We thank you, Prof, because you signed Vice Chancellor and I can register Mr. A.R. who is still around. That shows the activity of the deanery that he was carrying out. Professor was regarded as best performing, and therefore, when he was leaving, I told him, "You have left this behind." He said, "No, intentional. I want all deans to know that when you perform, you are awarded by the university." So he did not want to take this to his home. He left it in his office, specifically for us as deans to learn from his services. So we do really appreciate a lot. And we believe that the dean, as a dean, he will continue. You can clap, appreciating his contribution to us. The last question he asked was, "Deans, do you love your work? Deans, do you love Kampala University? Deans, do you love your students?" The question we are struggling to answer up to today. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Hamza here, take care of the guy. Make sure he has something to eat, even if he's not coming to work. There was a time he loved teaching. So, and what was the subject he was teaching? Discrete math, which math students don't like very much. But he made them like it. So he would, there reached a time when he had only one course unit in discrete math. But he made sure he came when he was supported by Dan, Yusuf, and other people. So at this juncture, I want to thank Dan, Yusuf, and who else? And Douglas. Douglas, they were teaching together. And when he became weak, Douglas continued to take on his lessons. Douglas, stand up. And all of you I have mentioned. Yusuf, that guy, and the other one, two moved to his flat. And they have been taking good care of him as if he's their father. So in the absence of Mustafa, there have been other Mustafas who have taken care of your father. Keep them in mind. They did a good job. For me, I would be just asking, how is he? And he would be also asking, how is the professor? How is my father? And I took that very seriously. And Hamza also here did a good job. The accounts department made sure that he had some money to survive. But also the son did a good job. He used it to send him also some money. Taking him to hospital because he was a computer expert and so on. He made sure he always checked for the medicine they had given him and the side effects. Immediately he read about the side effects. He would throw away the medicine. But he was deeply concerned about Kampala University. Even the family, he said, leave me. I have business to finish with Kampala University. Indeed, he has done business with us. And that's why I have organized with the team here a befitting funeral for his soul. I thank all of you who have attended, because it would have been useless for me to have only 3 Pakistanis and his son, and we say we are saying farewell. And yet we are saying the man who has done so much for this institution. So in a big way, we are taking care of his funeral expenses although we don't deny if we can receive something more from the Pakistani community. Because once you die in our society, it's no longer your family alone that takes care. It is the entire community. So this is a community affair. We are only taking the lead, but we don't deny support from others who are equally concerned about this. One of the immediate things, when we wanted to bury him in the Kololo cemetery ground, we got in touch with the Pakistani community. They said, where you are trying to bury him is not where we bury Pakistanis. So I never knew that the Pakistani community has a different cemetery. And that's why I tell my people, when I die, make sure you put me in a special place, because military generals are not buried with the privates. So being an elephant, I cannot share ground with the smaller animals like dogs and horses and so on. Anyway, even when we are making his grave, make sure we have a name. I've visited the cemeteries, but to find your friend, if you want to pray for him, it becomes very difficult if there is nothing to identify his grave. So I believe we should put a stone of some form where we will put his name and even his qualifications, inshallah. So he was a great man. Through his work, we took Kampala University and the BDK University Network International to greater heights, making our institutions visible and respected both regionally and globally. Professor Suhair trained countless students in the School of Computer Science and Information Technology, nurturing a generation of ICT professionals who now serve across East Africa and the world beyond. So we have so many of these students who hold big jobs, not only here, but also in the American Army, who are trained here. Mind you, the man was smart. Even as his health declined, Professor Suhair never abandoned his duty. He even sent messages to find out what is happening. He continued to teach with allegiance, to guide his students, supervise his students, and to serve his university family diligently. Such commitment is rare and is truly admirable. Beyond his professional excellence, Professor Suhair was a deeply spiritual man, as I tell you. He was devoted to his prayers, to his Islam, rarely missing any salah. The Kampala University Masjid was his regular prayer center. And whenever I organized the du'as during Ramadan at my village home, where I will also invite the ambassador, now that I have seen him, Professor Suhair was always the first to arrive and to prepare the place as if it was local. So he never failed to attend. He never failed me in anything. He was indeed a man of faith, humility, and sincerity. I don't think he owes any money to anybody. But if he does before we pray for him, you rise up and we see, but you come with the evidence. It's not just rising and saying, I owe, he owes me money. How much? When? What did you sell to him? Where is the evidence? So don't just jump because I have said. But the date of anybody is binding. So if we want to pray for him, let us have people who will take responsibility for his death. For his death. I'm told, but in my CV it is in 1945, but, which is CV he wrote himself. Professor Suhair was born on 16th January 1949, but I think I saw 45. Before joining Kampala University, his passion for teaching and academic excellence led him to begin his career as a lecturer at Government College, Chiniot. Can't pronounce that, but Chiniot. That is in Faisalabad. Serving there from 1976 to 78, respectively. In 1978, according to his family, Professor Suhair embarked on a new chapter of his life when he moved to Uganda as an expatriate educationist, and he was appointed to teach mathematics at Kitande Hill School, Senior Secondary School. Kitande, that was his first post in Uganda. And I have sent condolences to them, although I'm not sure whether there is anybody who still remembers him there. He served there with dedication and distinction. From 1978 to 1994, that is when he served, inspiring generations of students with his depth of knowledge, discipline, kindness, and mathematics. He loved mathematics, especially calculus. That's what he was teaching in Makerere. In February 1981, I'm told by his family, he married Mrs. Suhair. I don't know what was her other name. He married in Pakistan, although he was already here, and brought her to Uganda. Actually, most of the children, almost all of them, were born in Uganda. So here was a great Pakistani, but whose children, in a way, were Pakistani Ugandans, and they have continued to be proud. Actually, two of his children, a daughter and a boy, he talked to them here. They did computer science in Kampala University before they went back to Pakistan. So he loved Kampala University. For anybody to bring his daughters here and other boys, that was great. So they were blessed with 5 children, 3 sons and 2 daughters. And so one of the senior sons is here today. Their elder daughter and 2 sons, along with their families, reside in Pakistan. While Mrs. Suhair, the mother of this one, and their younger daughter who was here, and son, live along they stay with him in the United States of America. So his family is between the US and Pakistan. Professor Suhair's academic journey reached new heights when he joined Makerere University in 1994 as a lecturer in the Department of Mathematics. Over the next decade, he rose to leadership positions, including being head of department, chairman African Mathematics Union, and he made substantial contributions to both teaching and curriculum development here in Uganda, East Africa, and Africa as a whole. On behalf, therefore, there is a lot we can say about Professor Suhair. All you should know is that it is me who appointed him as associate professor in our university in Nairobi, professor Kampala University, professor and vice chancellor in the East African University in Rwanda, which is holding a graduation today, even without me. So, I owe, and he owes a lot to me, and I will stay united with his family and with the community. I don't want you Pakistanis to eliminate me after this. I've been your friend and friend to your fathers and brothers, as he has said. I will continue to serve Pakistan in the true spirit that Professor Suhair did. So on behalf of Kampala University, Council, Senate, management, staff, students, alumni, and the entire BDK Universities Network International, I once again extend our deepest condolences to the family of the late professor, the Pakistani High Commissioner in Uganda, the Pakistani community in Uganda, the Vice Chancellor of Makerere University, the staff of Kitant Hill School, and all his friends, colleagues, and well-wishers on behalf of the institution. Professor Suhair's life reminds us of true greatness, which lies not in wealth or position, but in service, in humility and faith. His memory will forever remain part of the Kampala University story. I encourage you guys to write books about yourselves, because we struggle when you are gone to find who are you and what way are you, what is your contribution. So it is my appeal that as we live on this world, there are certain things that we do. If we want to maintain our legacy, we need to write about ourselves, so that when you go, friends should not find the problems talking about you. What were you? What was your weight? So, Professor Suhair has been a man of weight. He's a great scholar, as you have been told, national and international. He's a great educator. He's a great Muslim. That's why we couldn't look for other masjids. We have a small mosque, Honorable Ambassador. One time you may wish to pray there and see how we can expand it, because the Muslim community is big enough here. But we have also a big community of other believers as well. They are all here. It's not only the Muslims who have come to pray for Suhair. All men of God and women of God have been to this function. So I thank all of you who have joined me in mourning this great icon of Kampala University. May his soul rest in eternal bliss. Amen. Well, once again, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I remember the elephant, Ambassador Al-Haji Professor Badu Dungu Katerega, founding Vice Chancellor, Kampala University. Thank you for your audience.